but there's only 5 of them here on the CT side of Vertigo. We're getting into the action, we're getting into the game, and it's the pick of 100 Thieves is as the first map of the series.
Yeah, let's see what Liquid have in store. Already working their way towards this A ramp. They're going to do it quietly. JKS, Mr. Savage, young Savage himself, not so young anymore. Just having been this first line of contest here on a ramp, he's going to get gooshed immediately down to 9 HP. Well, time to go. See you later. That's enough of that.
Well, yep, just out of that, just going, just leaving the A site.
It's just a little love tap. Liquid have gone quiet again. That early presence on A ramp is going to ring some alarm bells over here for the side of 100 Thieves. Now, peeking off from the scaffolding area, Liquid's going to find a lot of real estate. But look at this. Grenade for the planter. ×2. Big oof. Planter down, map down. That's going to leave us in a really awkward position where the bomb isn't planted and Twist is just trying to hold on for dear life. They're going to get him a boost in there, 4v5. And there, another kill coming in the way. Finally, a bomb plant. The 100 Thieves have to hold on, and they have to edge back out this Liquid opponent who has pushed them around in their own bomb site. It's done. Sui2K, the last one to fall, and we see the 100 Thieves. 100. Pick up the first round.
Yeah, that's something actually a lot of teams like fake away from and like bait the nades by going for a fake plant and falling away. I think Liquid have done it from time to time as well. But, you know, on a pistol, you get given all that room. Something's got to be ticking in your head that goes, wait, why are they giving us the A side? Why are they giving us the plant? But that dink certainly helped, didn't it? Pushing JKS back and setting up the nades for 100 Thieves. Lovely stuff. And then they just flood in. They swarm on this A site. Despite that little boost up for Liquid, it's cleared after just 1. Force up for Liquid, though. 2 AKs and a Galil in the second round of the map. Not waiting long to fight back against the Thieves.
And I think it's just got to be something here. If you're Team Liquid, you look at this and you think, okay, well, obviously we should be overpowering the 100 Thieves. In scrimmages, you know, the stories are not to be shared on broadcast, so we're not going to do that. But, you know, you've got to think that Liquid feel like the better team here, so you could probably guess and suspect they take more egregious and advanced peaks.
Yeah, confidence is key, and it can play into your success as well, right? Like if you believe in yourself, that's always a good start, Trace.
Yeah, and we've been telling Harry this for a while. Hopefully, it sticks up sometime.
Like, man, I believe in me. Don't you worry about that.
All right, fair enough.
Believe in Liquid.
That's the question, right? That's the thing we're all dying to know. They tapped the bomb on A just to bait the utility out from Liquid, or from 100 Thieves, rather. They were betrayed by that double nade stack onto the planter in the round prior, so they're quick to try and deal with that threat. Another molly goes in. They just will not let Naf plant this damn bomb. He's here to do one job, and these 100 Thieves are making it so damn hard for him. Flash is now raining in, and Naf, well, he does get the bomb planted, but there is a very, very swift and engaging response from 100 Thieves as they now swarm into this site. This is a really nice CT side for 100 Thieves. They've looked really good. I know we're only 2 rounds in, but I love the solutions that they've come up with to this A site, you know? Nade stacking the bomb, that's not like innovative in the sense that we haven't seen it before. We've seen it done, but they clearly know that Liquid love tending towards this A bomb site, right? That is like the muscle behind their T side are these A plays. And so they cancel it out. They hold on to their Molotovs there. They don't even use them to hold like short or ramp or any of these choke points. Instead, they just go take A. We'll wait with all 5 here. We'll molly the plant so you run out of utility. And I absolutely love the way that they've had to like kind of force Team Liquid to just prioritize getting the bomb plant into certain death there.
Yeah, and when we saw that Liquid EG game on Vertigo, it was constant smoke pushes in those positions, right? When a team would go to plant, the other team would run through the smoke with flashbangs, nades, everything, the whole 9 yards. And well, that's the kind of chaos that 100 Thieves are living in right now, putting pressure on that A site. When Liquid start to work that out, they might start sending a mid-lurk in because we've been seeing 5-man stacks on A for 100 Thieves in these opening couple of rounds. Right now, it's more standard. Liquid going towards B. Azza and Liaz holding the fort. Molly going down. They're already up and past it. Liaz is blind. Oh dear, they're running right past him. They don't realize yet. They're going to turn around and chase him down. Grim pushed up towards the gens. He's taken down Azza, and the M4 has been lost here for 100 Thieves. This is a low economy round for Liquid, and they're a man up. If Grim can get one more from this position, that would be huge. Naf is keeping them back, keeping them pressured, and that pressure allows Grim to escape. Even better, Liquid can now play this bomb from the stairs, and this is not an easy retake with no grenades other than a smoke.
Yeah, this is rough for the 100 Thieves. Just trying to stay alive. They're biding time, and they're doing a damn good job at it. It's Team Liquid, who now start to fall like dominoes. It leaves with 1 dig, maybe 2, and not exactly the case, but the defuse is going to start to come through right now. There's another one. He knows that this player's on the bomb, and the defuse is going to come through for 100 Thieves. Can't spam him out at the end of the round. He's going to fall as well with JKS's USP doing the damage. 3 rounds, and what coulda, woulda, shoulda, maybe possibly been a Team Liquid round.
Yeah, they played that to perfection, right? Like backing up, giving all the room to 100 Thieves, trying to bait shots and waste time, but it's Grat smoking the bomb and allowing JKS to get on that defuse in the smoke. He gets 3 in the round as well. Look at this from JKS. Just excellent work, quick headshots, cleans up those close left players, and deep smoke for 100 Thieves on A to start off the next rifle. This is the first full buy for Liquid. They had a couple of AKs in the second, but this is where they should really start strong, or at least try to. 100 Thieves make it that easy though. Full rifles for them, and holding on to their utility as we've already seen them do.
That was cool as well. We just had like a head-to-head of our 2 epics picks, you know, like players to watch.
Yeah.
In this game, it was Elige v JKS, and JKS came out on top. I like that. We can build one as the hero, the other as the villain. You guys can decide who fits what description. Let us know using the hashtag ESLProLeague. Elige bested by JKS again, over towards the short side. As Mr. Savage is living up to his name today, trying to exchange some spam through these, through this short wall. He's going to stick around to try and hold the fort. And 100 Thieves, they're looking more and more confident. You know, this is no longer relying on like giving up the A site. They're not even giving that much respect to Liquid anymore. They're now fighting for it, and they're looking good while doing it.
Now they peel back. This is where they're getting a little bit scared of a late lurk for Liquid, but 4 players are here. They're actually just swapping positions, moving Azza in. He has the grenade, so Grat takes up CT, but now they're all here. They know Liquid are lining up smoke. Stewie gets 1. He's traded, though, from Grat. The plant is in, and the nade won't stop it either. Does nothing. Bounces above the boxes and twists, falls back safely. 100 Thieves on a retake here with a man up. Things are good right now. They can flash each other in deep as well. Smoke on the bomb for Azza. That's the only smoke left up, so a necessity to get this defuse, but they need to go soon. Liquid are going to flash players up. Grim throwing it, twist, swinging. They're already on the defuse. It's a tap. Liquid don't know it though. They've got to throw something into the site. Azza with another, and Naf getting overwhelmed. They're on the defuse. Finally, Twist pulls out the knife, but Jacob covers from the top side, and 100 Thieves, still with 3, find their 4th.
So close, yet so far. Liquid, they get the bomb planted. They do what they have to do in the round, but goodness gracious, unrelenting 100 Thieves find themselves winning every duel. Jazzy, as they'd call him down under. Azza.
This is a great start from 100 Thieves, though. If they can keep this one up, keep Liquid down on this T side, when A has often been Liquid's safety, their savior right now could be their undoing. And then if that happens, we have to see if Liquid have the answers, if they have the responses elsewhere on the map. We know how many teams just love to tend into these hard A hits round after round after round. Liquid have some nice B executes, but yet to see that. Nice nades, but no one's there yet for Liquid. They take their time as that deep smoke comes down. Molly on the sandbag. It's all a fake, it's all a ruse. They're going back towards B.
But they've sold the concept of A being a vulnerable point for them. This one they'd like to exploit. You're right, 4 deep over here at B, and it's about to get real busy for Azza.
Oh, look at the Molotovs. They're everywhere. Liaz is hiding on the side. They haven't seen him. He swings and he doubles. Grim gets deep, but they expected this time around, and that volley keeps Stewie back. Liaz spams while blind, taking him down. This is a slaughter. We're getting made a mockery of on this B-bomb site. Liaz with 3 and 100 Thieves with 5 alive. Woo! It's heating up.
Mm-hmm. Just to remind everybody, I think you guys picked Liquid coming into this one, so just get that clear.
I don't ever remember like distinctly having that as a discussion.
Well, Trace, who are you picking?
Yeah, hang on. You can't tell me that you. That's a bit of projection right there, man.
Oh, all right, well.
The biggest Liquid fan of all time.
Hey, I lifted a trophy for him in this very studio.
That's a good point.
So, not only have I given him Moses and Stewie, I've got nothing left to give but my prediction, I guess. So far, not so good for Team Liquid.
No, 100 Thieves just seem very, very like researched on the topic of how Liquid approach this T side, because they've been ready for everything. Like, that's the scariest part to me, is this isn't like a game that's coming down to the wire that's needing someone like JKS to get 4 every round. No, man, they just seem to know what's going to happen before it happens, and they know what the tells are. And I think the only way Liquid are going to find success is with something a little bit unpredictable. And running through these smokes, well, that doesn't really fit the description of what we were looking for. That's held by 100 Thieves. That's given them quite the advantage. Stewie tucked in on the site, armed with the Tech 9. He's got to go big here. He's got Twist to back him up, but Stewie is spammed to death before Twist's very eyes. What can he even do? It's a flawless round for 100 Thieves.
That was awkward.
I like the idea there for Liquid, right? They actually get the plant, they get back safely, but then upon realizing, okay, we got pistols, we're not going to win this. If 100 Thieves tap or stick the bomb with 5 up, we're dead. And so Liquid rethrow that short side smoke on the site just here, and they push up close to it, trying to battle close with the pistols. It's a nice idea, but yeah, versus 5 CTs, Liaz is spamming the entire time, putting pressure on. We've got 2 on top of the boxes. We've got another one swinging ramp. Like 100 Thieves, there's so many bodies there, and so Liquid can't get it over the line. But a bomb plant and the AWP afforded now by Stewie in this round. Is it a spawn play, or will he be keeping it today? He's going to set up towards ramp. 100 Thieves won't be bringing any fight here, though. JKS, he took a dink in the pistol, and he's been scared ever since, but no need, as the A-site hold has been excellent for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, he got wrecked on the pistol round. But then, Liquid have gotten wrecked on every other round, you know what I mean? Woo! Not been smooth sailing. Unless you're the Sea of Thieves that are 100.
That was good, man. There was like a multitude of things in that, Trace.
It's a layered approach. But Grim
Layered,
pushing
man.
smokes, that's also layered.
Well, Stewie's done in this AWP. Really looking to follow in Nitro's footsteps here. Takes this peek into the site, but nothing's being given over. I have to say, like, with how 100 Thieves have been poising themselves at A, they're almost making this map look CT-sided, which is a bit of a wild thought. Like, I never thought I'd see the day. But here it is. This is the day. What is it, the 6th of September?
Remember, the 6th of September. That's what they said about the 100 Thieves playing Liquid on Vertigo. Bomb's gonna get planted from Grim. That's a glimmer of hope. Now finding one randomly on Jacob through the smoke.
Oh my, how's JKS able to even get away with that one? Catches a player jumping. Twist will jump back on the box and trade. And there's that short smoke to retake. Azza drops a molly, and Twist has not moved, his head sticking out. Oh, dear, the taps. Azza misses the shot. He does continue with the spray, and they can get on the bomb. Plant of a short, not ramp. There's no cover there. Azza moving forward. Liaz with the tap, not back on it. Taken down, and now spams back, but he thinks they're already sticking it, and Liaz had gone back to shore. Trade for him, defuse for 100 Thieves, and that's the closest it's come, but it's still around for the CTs.
If you're a Liquid fan right now, there's only one word probably coming to your mind. You want to guess what it is, Harry and Hugo?
Is it? Ah!
Ow.
Something
No.
like that?
No.
What is it?
I was going to say yikes, but I guess that
Well, I think,
exacerbating
yeah.
yikes, the real exaggerated sort of
Yeah, that bomb plant combined with that post plant for Liquid was not it, right? Like, Nap had to fully swing, he had to fully commit, he had to try and spray 2. He thought Liaz was sticking it because he heard him on it earlier, but it was just a tap as Azza and Liaz split the site and picked a spot each. And then Nap's already out of ammo by the time Liaz repeaks, so I love it. 100 Thieves, this is great Counter-Strike right now. They are taking over this A-bomb site, and Liquid keep going back to it, but can't get out alive. We got some crazy fans here on the cams today, Trace.
Not real sure about that whole, surgical mask on the forehead thing. Doesn't seem like that's how that works, but I suppose in 2020, anything is possible. Don't forget that. 7-0, Harry. 100 Thieves. So far, this is their map.
Yeah, we got the big smoke, though, down at ramp. And that's going to allow you to push up behind this deep CT smoke into this little no man's land in the middle. And right now, it is no man's land, as no one's looking to claim it. Team Liquid, they've got ramp control, but they haven't been able to do anything with this. That's the problem. It looks like in this round they want to mix things up with a bit of a fake, right? But last time they did this, they took too long rotating to B, and 100 Thieves were already ahead of the game. You know, they realized very, very quickly that it wasn't an A play, and they'd already started to rotate players over. So if this does look to culminate in a fake at either bomb site, got to be a bit faster. And Grim doubling up, well, he's given them a nice little 3-on-3 on the back of it, trading out those 2 kills from Jacob and JKS, the double Js.
It's like 2 Js at once, Harry.
And that's like, double the J originally.
Well, now there's Jason O'Toole.
Wow, man, there's too many. Let's see, there's a big smoke down. As we talk about the double J, smoke on the bomb. Azza waiting over here at the boost, looking for a way in, but it's opened up by Gratisfaction. Twist now does bring it back into a 2-on-2, but there's only 15 seconds left. They need this bomb plant, and Twist will deliver. It's down to the 1v1. Liaz on Twist. Bomb now getting planted, and Twist going to try and back up out of there. There's the swing, but Twist is quick. And so Team Liquid, it takes them 8 rounds, but they finally get their first on the board.
Yeah, Twist chews through them there. I like the idea for 100 Thieves. They try and change things up. They don't want it to all be the same, so they actually flash peak ramp and get aggressive. They trade 2 for 2 as Grim has an excellent double back from the short spot here with that spray. And that's a good idea for 100 Thieves, but I think they really wanted more out of that one. The big fall apart is Azza ducking on the boost, right? That's fine. He keeps the advantage. He tries to stay alive, but Grat doesn't get communicated that, and he gets swung on the site. So gives back Liquid the advantage. Nice shot from Grat, though, taking the AWP on a blinded, and it finds the kill to Grim. That leaves mid open, so Naf actually takes a foothold very fast now that this AWP has moved off, but it's moved back as quick as you like. Grat crossing to construction. Naf doesn't want to stay around. 100 Thieves have had a lot of mid-info in this game, even in the previous round where Liquid tried to feign aggression there by mollying the box. Azza was above, and he could see how clear it was. Liquid have had no one towards mid. And that will remain the same with Naf going to group back up towards B.
Just a war of grenade damage over at A. You talk about no man's land, Harry, you absolutely nailed that. It's like the new banana on Inferno.
And look at this. Azza's gone aggressive in mid. This is a lot of information gained. He'll be able to hear footsteps at ramp. The rest of the gang as well are looking curious about what ramp has in store. Grat's rotated back into the B site for a 2-man stack here. And Jacob's even slowly rotating over as well. 100 Thieves just continuing to be one step ahead. Liaz extending the advantage in their favor even further. Almost a double up from Jacob. 30 seconds, and Azza now arriving on the flank. That's the easiest kill of his life at 100 Thieves. 8-1, this is incredibly dominant.
Yeah, you wonder where it all came from. Who's the mastermind behind it, Hugo? Is that man right there? Azza?
It could be a combination of him and Chet potentially, right? The reads are there, the ideas are there. The brain game is in the favor of the Thieves right now. And the aim game. We've had some nice stars showing for Liquid, Grim, and Twist specifically, but other than that, it's been pretty damn quiet in this one. Liquid, time to warm up, to wake up. Naf past the molly with a P250. Azza's here, does take a bit of a beating from the nades, but not a worry. It's to back up and live. JKS finding a leash in the meantime, down bottom ramp. And Liquid, they're just going to flood the middle here. Could boost up from a range, but instead they swing. Grat has the AWP here. Azza's letting them cross into his line of sight. Now Azza can get back into the fray. Grim with a great D shot. Azza has to fall off now. He doesn't want to give away further positions. So Liaz comes out to help as well, and they trade effectively. 100 Thieves, they may lose some guns, but they win the round with 3 up, 9-1. Keeping things clean.
This has gone about according to plan for Liquid. This is all right where 100 Thieves won them. I'm just kidding. They're getting smashed. But the positive side is this is a best of 3 for Team Liquid. So we got a nuke after this, and then the ever-coveted Inferno third.
46 kills on all of 100 Thieves. 21 for Team Liquid total. So less than half.
Pretty telling of the story so far, huh?
Yeah, it just shows you, right? Like, these rounds aren't coming down to the wire. Like, when 100 Thieves are winning, which is more often than not, it is dominantly. That's scary. This map used to feel like home for Liquid, and right now that couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah, only 3 rounds to back that up, Harry, have come down to one-on-ones, only one of which Liquid have won. Every other round has been 3 alive at bare minimum for 100 Thieves.
There's the opener. JKS, they line up for him, and he just mows them down, takes it gladly in his stride. The Molly's denying a bomb plant again. Naf just hates this A site. And he's begging, can we please go somewhere else? And Stewie's just looking at him saying, man, we always go A. This isn't how A normally works. I don't know what's happening. They don't have any answers. And 100 Thieves now in this 4-on-2. It's Naf and Twist who have to deliver something spectacular, something from nothing. And to create where you might have to destroy first. Twist moving in, looking to open up, but no one is revealing anything. He swings out to deal with Jacob, but Jacob gets the better of him. And with that first bit of engagement, everyone just takes the fight for 100 Thieves. 20 seconds and Naf just admits defeat. Blind as a bat and slower than a sloth. It's 10 on the board for the side of 100 Thieves.
Great discipline from 100 Thieves there, right? Locking in a 4-on-2. Az is holding the back. Liaz is even peeking heaven. Jacob's waiting boost. He's calling the swing. If he gets shot at, it means that Liquid have to be deep past the bomb site boxes, and at which point Grat can help out. Liaz can check as well. They're not needed. Jacob just wins the fight heads up, and then Grat gets flashed back in by Azza to close. Like, that's just perfect for 100 Thieves. They don't give Liquid any way back into the round. The Molly denies the bomb plant for the length of this smoke, and that's crucial as well. What 100 Thieves have been doing when these smokes come down from Liquid, because the smoke is double the length of the Molly, 100 Thieves just cycle 2 Molotovs, and by that point Liquid are out of utility and they can't plant because there's no cover from those smokes. So it's a really nice hold on this A site, and it's just great, like, delayed utility usage from 100 Thieves. Yep. 10-1.
Meanwhile, Liquid have nothing to work with at that point. 10-1 is the score. Your eyes do not deceive you. But what will the 100 Thieves do? JKS takes a shot off the ramp, falls back into the site. Well, we start this waiting game yet again on the A ramp. It's like, all right, guys, we'll keep going A until it works. And it might just be this round.
Oh boy. It's now or never for Liquid. They need anything in this half. 5 isn't even going to feel too good, but feel better than what 100 Thieves are working towards. JKS flashed off back into short. Again, fighting for this ramp control. Molly goes deep this time. JKS is trapped between them. Stewie, oh, that looked like his kill. That's the bomb. Drop JKS, not again. 2 instead of the previous 3, but he's really done the job now as 100 Thieves come back in with grenades, and it's late for Azza. It won't be able to stop the bomb plant, but he will throw it in nonetheless. Liquid pushed back, and 100 Thieves communicating their tasks for the retake.
Yeah, it all slows down now as 100 Thieves get ready to spring the trap. The smokes go over to cut this site in 2 again and give a chance for the defuser. Lee's gonna find one, but Grat's in with a response, and now it all falls onto Twist. They've already tapped the bomb. That's got his curiosity, but now it needs his attention. And Liaz dealing with it. 100 Thieves, it's another round with 3 players surviving. And to put a bit of context on this, you know, like, this used to be such a good map for Liquid. Just recently in the grand finals of Cologne, they 16-8'd EG on this map. They made it look pretty damn easy. And we know how good EG are looking at the minute. 100 Thieves, they've only won this map twice out of the last 6 times they've played it. So I think right now we really have to give some credit for 100 Thieves, not just coming into this and looking great individually, but clearly having done some prep, done some homework, and got ready for everything that Liquid are bringing to the table here. Because honestly, it looks like 100 Thieves know more about what's going on than Liquid do, and that's impressive when you think about Liquid's track record on this map.
There's the individuals for 100 Thieves. JKS, 5-0 opening duels, 5 multi-kills. 2 or 3 clutches fell in favor of 100 Thieves. Liquid's only round is off the back of Twists, winning a one-on-one on that A site. Boy, oh boy. Another going round for Liquid, another buy. Back to A. Stewie's been struggling on these entries into the site, often getting caught by JKS up close, and it's going to get worse as they get closer and closer. The flash is perfect. Oh, anti-flash is grim. He does get one, but it's traded double back for JKS. The man of 2 and no less. Naf entering the site, and Azar and Liaz finally a man down. Finally, a difficult task for 100 Thieves to have to close out now. The nades are good. They're going to kill Twist, but he does get the bomb part and catches Azar. Getting aggressive is a lead. Liaz are left in another clutch. He can't do it. Team Liquid find their second. Boy, oh boy, if those nades came in a second earlier, that could have been awful for Liquid, but they all take the second round.
Seemingly took him just about everything. Man.
JKS is looking scarily good.
Crisp.
Crispy, in fact. You put the E on the end because it's an E sport.
Yeah, man.
Crispy esports. Gratisfaction. Gonna make quick work of Elise from behind the sandbags, and I'm not even sure if you knew where that shot would have just come from. They do deal with Jacob, but no one's anticipating the sandbags. Luckily enough, Gratisfaction has left quite the breadcrumb trail. Flash to get him out of there. He does retreat. Grim almost dies in that Molotov as well. That's a bit of a weird one. He's going to retreat pretty hastily. Problem is, Grat gets all this info. He sees no one else at ramp. He hasn't seen anything short, and so already 100 Thieves are like, all right, maybe it's B.
For a change.
They're still scared of middle. Liaz has peeled out of B for a second. He's going to smoke back in, but they're already running through it. There's no waiting around for Liquid. They're here to play. Azza spraying through the gap, and Liquid are jumping through. Naf's got up above the crate. Oh my, he's got a spray. He's got a 2K as Liquid. They might be able to salvage one more after all. JKS with the AWP, picked up off of Grat. He's lined up at the back. Liaz has shut down Grim, and now Naf has to finish what he started. He can't. A third, but not a fourth. Liaz gets a clutch finally for 100 Thieves. And 12 rounds to 2, Liquid are looking for scraps under the table.
Yeah, anything. You want to talk about breadcrumbs. Appears though those have been swept as well. Nasty Naf. Last round of the first half of play here between 100 Thieves and Team Liquid. JKS 21-7.
Booyah.
Oh, you won't believe where this one has started once again for Liquid. It's over here towards ramp.
Wow.
JKS's utility in this side of the map has been stellar. He's lining up another. What's he going to get away with this time? Oh, he's really thinking about it. He's like, where can I screw them the most? Let's see. What about this one? Whoop, good nade.
That'll work.
80 damage almost in total. Yeah, more like 7 or something. And there's Grat going aggro. Just deals with Naf. JKS is hidden behind the pillar as well. And he has been a pillar of consistency at this A site. Well, now he's looking to be it in the literal sense. JKS in this position. Gonna go discounted for now by Liquid. Another nade finding a bunch of damage onto Twists. Everyone's been softened up. Twist though out from short, spots JKS and he doesn't get anything done. Grat has kept 100 Thieves in the advantage. The mollies have once again rained into this site to deny a bomb plant. And this utility, man, how sparing 100 Thieves have been with it has just been so damn good. Now more util raining in, and it's only Twist left all alone. He's dealt with the first two, but Grat goes above it all to put 13 rounds on the board for 100 Thieves. This is an incredibly dominant first half, as 100 Thieves spearhead their way through Vertigo. The T side coming up next, and it might be coming up in favor of the Thieves. Stick around for your answers, because right now they're looking undefeatable.
Thieves to do this steal, but of course, all it takes is one thief to steal Team Liquid's mojo, which is exactly what's happened here on the first half of play. In the first map of this series, Liquid unable to garner themselves any string of rounds. We look at a very one-sided first half of play. Welcome back, everybody, to the ESL Pro League Season 12. And if you didn't know it, the boys from Down Under are slamming Team Liquid to the ground relentlessly. 13-2 on the first map.
Yeah, they're not under. They're on top right now. They are beating down upon Liquid.
Ouch.
Like the gust of 1,000 winds.
Of 1,000 broken winds.
Right now, they're looking for the win, Trace. 3 rounds away from it. Liquid, pistol, requirement, necessity, whatever word you want to use, they need it. 100 Thieves, not even going A. Sweaty. There's another site on this map as well. They're going to show us it towards this B bomb site. Liquid had trouble even getting in.
Respect.
Yeah, double boost. Look at the ground. Hope your gun doesn't show through. Luckily, Grim's kind of hiding, so he sees nothing anyway. Uh-oh. It's going to get hot.
Look at him. Just a storm surge of 100 Thieves players, and Zaza with the first kill into Grim. Liaz is not far behind. They're going to get a bomb plant with ease out of this.
Yeah, this could be Vertigo over for Liquid if they don't find the way back into this 3-on-5 retake. Elige has opened it up, and Naf here with a bit more, but does get cancelled out. Now Stewie arrives on the scene of the crime. Elige trying to apprehend these thieves from the ramp, and Stewie's past Jacob. That's weird. This is weird. This don't happen normally. Stewie, is this going to make or break the round? Well, there's Elige with the clutch into that 1v1, and he's able to see it through, retrieves the kit, hops on that bomb, and there's plenty of time left. Well, I say plenty of time. He's left it reasonably close, but he's all good. 3 on the board for Liquid.
Oh, dude, I don't know how they won that. 3-on-5, like, that's just messy. The smoke swap as well. Stewie comes out on top somehow, some way. And that's such an important pistol round for Liquid, right? We've just seen, back with Big Navi, a 12-3 half that went the distance to overtime and more. So I don't want to count Liquid out. I don't want to be the fool here.
But look at this stat. That's pretty wild.
Oh, my. 500 damage off utility from one man. That man is JKS, and double of which for the team.
I just want to say, whoever, has to go up there and put those stat lines on that building, man, that'd be scary as hell.
Yeah, thankless job. They climb up, they put it there, they remove it around later. Got to be quick.
Amidst all of this chaos that's going on the server, where 100 Thieves are just shooting the place up.
Especially with all the grenades popping. Don't know how you do it. Like, there was great A utility. Yeah, Molotovs obviously we saw on the bomb farm, but grenades going out, softening up Liquid, bouncing onto the sandbags and the short side. There were double nades every round for 100 Thieves, and there's no surprise they had ease dealing with Liquid on this A site. Well, now it's the inverse, the reverse, the switcheroo, as Liquid have to hold on to A as 100 Thieves get aggressive. Smoke on the sandbag molly, feigning there's someone there. 100 Thieves, will they fall for it? It's all a bait, it's all a ruse. They don't seem all too confused, and they're going to set up with 5 here to hit A.
A little chunk of damage there from Grim and Naf, but the trades are good, looking real good. Azza peers through for another one, takes down Elige.
Oh dear. Well, for Liquid, the success after winning that pistol is drawn to a short and abrupt close. Twist is left in this 1v3. Armor nothing more than an MP9 to try and get it done with.
Optimal.
They leave the site right away. They just set up to play post plant. And for Twist, that couldn't be worse. He needs someone to give him a fight. He's not sticking this bomb without a kit, so he taps it. Gets the love and attention from short, but it's JKS to blindside him. 14 on the board for 100 Thieves. And I just went and checked the numbers here.
Oh boy,
What are they saying? All right.
All right, you two. So Vertigo, yeah, as I kind of thought it would be. Most T-sided map in the game right now. Only just, but notably above a lot of the other maps.
What's close, Dust?
Dust is the closest alongside it. They're both actually the most T-sided maps in the game, but they share that number, the magic number of 51.8%.
Wow.
Yeah,
Very T-sided.
the numbers excite you, they excite me. And right now, if you love numbers, you must love this run that 100 Thieves are on, because they've got a big old number, 14 to their name. Liaz thinks Elige through the wall before he's even peeked. I would just leave Liaz alone, man. Like, just admit he's a good gens player and leave it at that, because now you're left in a 2-on-4.
Yeah, to put yourselves on, what is map point? It's not optimal, it's not ideal for Liquid, 14-3. And really, it just goes quiet across the map. Sea of silence, almost, as Gratisfaction and company work their way up the scaffold towards this A site. Bomb's not too far behind.
It's a save. It's done.
Yeah.
Even if they go for it, like, Yeah, go for it. Save. Doesn't really matter to the 100 Thieves. Grim's going to do his best to stop essentially a 1-on-3 right now. The flank's being held from the bottom of ramp by Liaz, so Twist is walking to his likely death. But low HP, one shot, won't connect. Liaz takes him down and Grim falls shortly after. 100 Thieves, 15-3. This is an absolute reckoning of Team Liquid.
We should have just switched over to the second map, you know, about halftime instead of coming back to this. This is an astonishing loss thus far for Team Liquid. The next map being Nuke. It's Liquid's pick. You got to think they're going to come back to life. Then, should we need it, it's going to be Inferno to decide this series out. This map's all but done as a technicality. 100 Thieves, 15-3 over Liquid currently.
Yeah, you can't even like draw any positives here. You can't even, you know, humor the idea that Liquid are going to pull this back right now because they've just shown nothing in this game. And Pistol's out on a 4, so on round number 19, it could be their loss.
That's the thing that's most impressive, though. Liquid, they've shown what they always show, right? They've just gone back to the thing that's been their winning recipe here on Overpass. And 100 Thieves have clearly done their homework because it feels like Liquid have done nothing, but really they've just kind of done the standard, they've done the norm. And 100 Thieves have just been one step ahead every single step of this journey. And it might be a very, very short journey on Vertigo. With just Stewie and Twist left, this one is feeling done and feeling dominant for 100 Thieves. It's only Stewie now, all alone, and there he is, put in the grave. 100 Thieves, they take this one incredibly dominant from the Aussies as they get it over the line. They light up the server, they make their presence known, and now we have to sit back and get excited for Nuke, the second map in this series. So don't go anywhere. Can Liquid bounce back?
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down. all around this empty town. We're searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stand 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
From Vertigo, and albeit the sort of pick ban right at the beginning, Hugo, is already kind of strange. But now we look at it, and it's Liquid getting pushed around. What's your narrative?
Yeah, well, the logic is for 100 Thieves is, you know, when you go up against Liquid, you kind of know what to expect, at least in terms of the map, right? You know where they lean towards, they play everything. And that was, for us, a worry for 100 Thieves coming into this series. But they've done their homework. And you often see teams that go into that utility aspect on the CT side, and they just try and deny the bomb plant with mollies, with nades, etc. But you don't see anyone do it for 15 rounds in a row. That's all 100 Thieves did, by and large, right? Liquid constantly going back to the A site, as they often do on this map. We come to know it, we come to expect it from Liquid, and often we come to love it because the results are there. But 100 Thieves, they were ready for it, and they had Molotovs at the ready every single round to shut that down. Over 1,000 utility damage, half of which was JKS by halftime.
Now, interestingly enough, you say, you know, just keeping grenades over there towards the A site and just pressuring A over and over and over again. Eventually, you think it nets some results. But here's what happens if you try to take the B bomb site. If you really want to change things up a little bit, let's take a look at a pro tip, because it certainly won't go by as fast as that last map.
Hey Future Pros, I'm a big fan of Vertigo, and I know a lot of you out there probably don't love it as much as I do. So I thought I'd help you out and show you a smoke that will help you lock out the T's from the A ramp. It's a nice and easy smoke to throw and will even work on 64 tick servers. To throw the smoke, get up next to this wall. Find the corner of this tile. Run forward and throw the smoke before you pass the edge of the wall. 9 times out of 10, the T's will respect the smoke and not push through. However, be aware that they can still peek over the top of the smoke, so don't show too much skin. Good luck.
Just kidding. We went to the A-bomb site. Still doesn't really change the fact that Liquid just got pulverized on that site multiple times and with no response, Harry.
Yeah, that's why I think we have to give some credit to the 100 Thieves. You know, like they clearly came into this having done their homework. They had so many solutions to the problems that Liquid can cause other teams that usually when we look at them on paper, you know, you think about like your EGs and how we're like pegging them as the best team in NA right now. Well, they even fall prey to Liquid on this map more times than not. And so you know, that's true for everyone in NA. The fact that 100 Thieves have done their homework, clearly come up with solutions to Liquid's best map in the pool, I think is very, very impressive. And I think for Chet and Azza, they should feel very, very happy with what they've put together here. Because that was the first time I've ever seen Vertigo look CT-sided. Yeah. I have not ever seen it played like this. And honestly, I think it's really cool. It wouldn't surprise me if we see a few more teams try and follow in this footsteps, you know. It's no longer so much about having that duel for ramp that can end a bit 50-50. They had so many contingencies in place so that, you know, if you're not winning that ramp fight, well, you've got a lot to fall back on. They had really nice nade setups to deny bomb plants. They were very, very sparing with the utility. And like so often, the utility goes out to delay that ramp control as long as you can. Well, they completely changed the focus of this, and they made the focus the bomb site itself. They kept all their Molotovs. They kept most of the smokes outside of topping up the ramp one. And then they would just molly the bomb plant, deny it, buy time for rotates, double smoke like what you do when you're on the T side, but instead they would cut it off to the T's and then move in together. That was banging.
Yes, and banging will convince. When we come back, we have Nuke right in front of us. Nuke Town? Nope, just Nuke. We'll be right back, everybody.
Intel Gamer Days is on now. Whether you're looking to buy or build,
Just again to you, 'cause I'm dying to know. Why do you wanna end? Was it real or just pretend? Tell me, why do you wanna end? Was he really just a friend? 'Cause it's playing in my head every word that you said. I ain't worked it out yet. So why do you wanna end? Was it real or just pretend? If there was any sign that our love was in decline, I would have begged you not to go. I would have given even more. My heart is breaking up inside. Can't believe our love has died. Guess it's out of my control. Why do you wanna end? Was it real or just pretend? Tell me, why do you wanna end? Is he really just your friend? 'Cause it's playing in my head every word that you said. I ain't worked it out yet. So why do you wanna end? Was it real or just pretend? Why do you wanna end? Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall, and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm sad to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. And so I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. Life kept spitting at my feet and forced me down a dead-end street when all I had went up in flames, burning only dark remains. I cover up every part of my skin, oh, 'cause I don't like the person within, oh. I know I'm the one to blame. All I can do is take the shame, oh. Do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm too sad to say I'm sorry, so lie and pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. Whoa, I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie. Too many lows, too many highs. Too many things to criticize. So I live sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. Oh no. Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight.
A matchup, and it has. Of course, it was Liquid getting banged out. And then we continue on with the banging on Nuke and take a look and see if 100 Thieves can commence it in the same fashion that they left Vertigo. And for us, we're just going to jump straight into it. There's really no lollygagging around. There's no jibber-jacking to be had. It's just going to be Team Liquid looking for the redemption arc as we take our eyes on Nuke.
And what's looking like a fast A play here for Team Liquid. Stack it up back in the lobby, ready to move on in. And only one man here to answer the call. It's a player up in heaven going by the name of Azza. We all know him. We all love him. But what can he do when he's got 5 players who aren't very happy about the demolishing they were just handed back on Vertigo rushing into his sight? He breaks one away in the form of Grim. And now they just barrel out of the heavens into the site. But Twist going to double up, and Elige coming in with a double of his own leaves it all onto Jacob, who has dealt with the first man. But now is to find even more. Stewie taking the peak, tagged up, but not quite finished off. And Team Liquid, they secure themselves the pistol round.
Strong start for Twist there as well. 100 Thieves who are stacked up on the ramp. I feel like we see that almost every pistol round on Nuke nowadays, like 3 or 4 ramp players holding a crossfire, often aggressing lobby if nothing comes through for the T side there. And with no kits, with full armor, only Azza on that A site, he had to give it up anyway. So no retake today. Liquid, that's what we needed, a start. Doesn't have to be a strong start, but just a start. It took them so long to get their first round on the board back on Vertigo, rather. 7 rounds in a row for the Thieves before that happened. Wow, will the Thieves put a stop to it early on the CT side? Force up, Scout and Deegs. Does Liquid take their time outside?
Oh!
Wow.
Well, that's the end of that.
Jacob and his Eagle, man. They're not messing around today. Team Liquid, they lose the man out in the yard. Now they try and boost on red. That's going to give over info that there's 2 players here, keen and ready to go. Jacob. Ooh,
Oh dear.
Stewie.
Careful.
On the other side, Nade going to find some good damage onto Jacob, but the Deagles still chipping them down lower and lower as they continue trying to pressure him. While the Deegs doing damage, the Scout dealing the killing blows, and Jacob in with another, as now it falls to Naf, but Jacob's Deagle stands above it all. 100 Thieves, they're in with an immediate response with the force buy in the second round. Jacob even gets out of there with an AK, and Team Liquid, things are going to sting a little bit after that one. They had a chance of redemption here after a very, very quiet performance back on Vertigo.
It's not even just a stinging quality, Harry. It starts to stink at a certain point, too. This is not fun for Liquid. It's not how you want to start off any half, much less now with your back against the wall in the series.
Yeah, that's the terrifying part, right? Like, Liquid down 0-1 already. We are on their map pick. Their chance at resurgence here. 100 Thieves, this has been a bit of a tough map for them in recent times. And so if they were to 2-0, like, that would just be all the more credit. So Liquid, not going to let this one go down without a fight. Jacob, good timing, catches Elige before he moves into main. So Liquid abandon A. Towards the ramp room they go. Liaz spots a couple. Grenade and a fallback as well. No time to go hell. Smoke behind him, keeping Liquid out. Means they can double back to the lobby or even take hell. But B is off the cards for the time being. So you see Grat falling back with his Scout and CT to stop that exact contingency, the hell play for Liquid. And without him getting any info there, he can confirm, okay, it's either B, that 100 Thieves know it's not with a double lower rotate, or they're going back to lobby. So right now, lots of info, more where Liquid aren't, which only pieces together where they could be, and B is where they're going.
Which looks to be lower. Doesn't look to be a good time either. Jacob posted up in the back. toasting him in the front. Stewie 2K falls first. A couple more taps come away. But they're trying to swarm him now. He should be getting that information soon. Takes a little bit of damage. Diaz is ready with the crossfire. The bomb's going to get dropped. Jacob chimes in, and Naf has to do something extremely dirty, extremely nasty. The likelihood of it, not high.
Ooh. Nah. Azzer, he's not waiting around. He's not going to give Naf the room nor the respect. And so Team Liquid back down to pistols here as their force buy does not give the same results over as that of the Thieves, who were able to steal it away. And now this 3-1 start solidified, looking to be locked on in for the 100 Thieves, unless this full Glock round can snipe something away.
You say that, Harry. Yeah.
You have to, though, because in the rounds where you don't, somehow the Glocks do it. Where you're like, nah, man, this is 3-1 100% of the time. Suddenly the Glocks have killed 4 people, and you're just left sat there looking like an idiot. But,
That's right.
well, there's one. Here we go, Stewie. Come on, baby. Glock in hand, and, well,
Grenade in the face.
goes about as well as it should, really.
This is the buy, though, right? Liquid, they get forced on that. You see that happen quite a lot on CT Nuke. It's not the end of the world. They did force back in as that was the best economical decision they could have made. But really, we're waiting for this rifle round where the loss starts to kick in. No orb for them, but Gratz got his. Dropped over. Armed and dangerous. We've seen nice low rotates for 100 Thieves. We've seen good crossfires outside. Where will Liquid take this one? Back to the yard by the looks. Jacob's pushed up behind the red. Elige is running the gauntlet. He's going right down to B. I like the pace for Elige. Twist is above. Jacob doesn't see him, and Elige